Who's right? Who's wrong? You decide. Hash it out. Brought to you by Redmond Wholesale.
Hi, I'm Carl Markman with Redmond Wholesale. We're incredibly proud of our history of educating and partnering with the broker and banker community to prepare you for what's next. We've always been committed to same-day turn times on initial underwrites, which allows us to earn your business each and every day. We're happy to sponsor the following program.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Hash It Out. I am Frank Ray here with my friend and host Brian Stevens. I have a question I'm going to give him right now. He doesn't know what it is. I want to see how he answers it. Are you ready, sir?
All right.
National associations, from the point of a loan officer, a mortgage guy, are national associations. Are they worth it? Yes or no? What's your answer?
Yes.
Okay, why?
And I didn't have to think about it that long, but the answer is yes. I'm trying to formulate how I want to address this.
Okay.
First of all, if we look at the past 5 or 6 years in our industry, especially the past 5 or 6, we have seen more laws passed, and we've seen more regulation and more compliance than in the history of lending.
Sure.
And a lot of that, a lot of people in the industry think has been really demonstrative. It's been not good for the industry, not good for our consumers.
Okay.
So it's imperative at this point that you have a voice on the Hill that's going to lobby on behalf of not only your income, your job, your well-being, your livelihood,
Right.
but also that of your consumers, because I think we're kind of going after the same thing.
Yeah.
Here's the point I want to make. In terms of how effective these organizations, these associations can be. If you look at NAR, the National Association of Realtors, they're the largest trade group in the country. They're pulling
Right.
in excess of $500 million per year.
Big bucks.
Well, if you look at the type of oversight real estate agents have seen since the meltdown, it's been basically non-existent.
Right.
When you look at the role real estate agents have and how much they control, you think that they would have very similar type of oversight that the lending community has. But because of their strong voice on the Hill, I don't think that's ever taken place. So yes, it works. I believe that emphatically. The issue that we have with the Mortgage Bankers Association and the National Association of Mortgage Brokers is
Right.
I don't think they necessarily have the voices behind them and maybe some of the money to go along with it to be more effective.
Yeah, I think that Mortgage Bankers Association, obviously they're bigger, they're stronger.
Sure.
I think they're more influential, right? Because they're representing the big banks,
Sure.
etc. So I think there's more influence there. However, I don't know how much influence. And let's point this out. You said it's really important because we have all this legislative changes that have gone down, these compliance issues, these guidelines, and all that stuff. Well, these associations were in place before all this went down. Didn't really change anything. All this legislation came down the pipe, so they really weren't there, making any big changes to what was coming our way, even though they existed. So I'm thinking that we have to look as mortgage professionals at different reasons that we should find these associations beneficial to us or not. What else do they provide me besides the fact that they're in there as the little guys trying to duke out Capitol Hill, which is, I think, is really what's going on? Are there other benefits to being a member? I think that there are, but I don't think that the legislative part is the thing you should be putting your hat on when you join one of these organizations.
Okay, well, hold on a second here. First of all, to address your point, where I look at all the change that happened, as Sam Cooke so eloquently sang in the early 1960s, change is going to come.
Yeah.
I mean, it was going to happen regardless. The question you really should be asking yourself is, what would the landscape of the lending community look like if we didn't have the voices that we currently have on the Hill?
Okay.
It could have been significantly different. I think right now having our associations as the gatekeepers for our industry is reason enough to join them. If it's going to be the National Association of Mortgage Brokers or if it's going to be the MBA, the cost of an individual to sign up to either one of these is pittance. It barely amounts to anything, and
Right.
yet if we had a big grassroots movement of lenders across the country going and joining, getting behind and getting involved with these associations, I think they could move the mountains that I think we need moved.
You know what might be interesting, and this is just, I'm shooting from the hip here, but, could NBA, NAM, and any other of the spurious little ones that are out there possibly just all come together under one umbrella, you know what I mean, to have that strength in numbers? And then the other thing that I wanted to point out is that even if you're like me and you don't think that NAM can really do a lot for you, as far as legislation is concerned, I'm glad they're there and they should be there with that voice there. I believe in that. But if they can't make an impact because the Congress realizes, well, there's not a very big voice here. If they can't make a lot of change, I think there's still advantages to be associated with the association because they can still keep you in the know as to what's going on. So you've always got your finger on the pulse of what's going on, whether they're helping with change or not, right?
Absolutely.
The other reason that everybody should consider it is like with NAM itself, and I'm sure with NBA, but I know for a fact with NAM, you've got discounts on your compliance. You know what I mean? So I got to have my hours, my NMLS hours and things like that. You can go through them and get discounts to get that done. That's a benefit. Not only that, they have discounts on insurance, they have discounts on UPS, they have discounts on so many things that are helpful to you as a professional. So there's more benefit in it than just the legislative point. And I think that's a detriment on their part because I think that's what they really push. Is we're your voice, we're your voice, we're your voice. Maybe people don't think they are. But there's other things that they have that are still a great benefit to being a member of the association. You get what I mean?
I get what you're saying. I still think it's the legislative voice that's the most important thing that these guys are doing. And I think, with an association like NAM who doesn't maybe have the membership that it could have, I think that their influence on the Hill would grow exponentially if they did have the membership. I really think it's getting more people. And like I said, we could accomplish the things that I think we need to accomplish.
Well, I just
really
think,
the point is,
Yeah.
it's like $50-$60 to join NAM. I'm not
For the
sure.
year, I think.
For the year.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the cost is really inconsequential.
Yeah.
But to get involved with the NBA and NAM, to also learn what they have to say,
Right.
get their messages, get their discounts. It's all a good thing. The point is that this is your profession. You need to get behind those that are getting behind you, and I think your associations are.
Okay, well, the question is, what do you guys think? Is it worth it? And so, hash it out down below. Forward and share this show and come catch us at thenationalrealestatepost.com. Catch you guys later on the next Hash It Out.
Bye.
What's the ultimate measure of a wholesale lender? Commitment. Remen Wholesale is committed to our broker partners. It's why we provide a huge educational platform offering everything from webinars to seminars to individualized training tools and the program you just watched. We understand that our role is to make you look great in front of your customers and referral sources so you can earn more business and increase your income. Find out more at RemenWholesale.com.
This is Mortgage News Network.